Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Valley by Night, River City, our Vampire 5th Edition actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me tonight is Rappy playing Iola, Duba playing Walter, Jeremy playing Egidio, Sarah playing Emma,
Yep.
and Eric playing Kyle.
You having to remember, I'm not on camera, so I do not wave.
Well, you can wave. You can't just wave.
Yeah,
No one's going to judge you if you wave, because no one's going to know.
yeah.
All right. Where did we leave off last week?
Shenanigans.
Yes, lots of them. All right. I believe y'all had stumbled across a double homicide.
Yes.
Someone had burned a kindred in the backyard, and there was a dead kine in the house.
And everybody but Iola and Walter were in the house.
Police had pulled up. They were beginning to surround the house.
Yes.
And that is where
Iola
we're...
and Walter. That's where we ended, with Iola and Walter like hiding outside somewhere.
So that's
Walter
what...
just has the ability to nope out.
So that is where we are starting. You hear the police coming around to the side and, getting that side gate open. We will start with people outside the house.
I don't think that's anyone.
That
Yeah,
was
no, Walter and Iola were outside.
Iola.
Yeah.
They had said they never actually went in.
Right.
All right, Walter, what are you doing?
Oh, his fat tail's done obfuscating, done moved away.
All
He
right.
ain't like running away from the scene in case he's gotta help everybody out, but he's like, wait, I need to not be where someone bumps into me, they'll realize.
You need to get to an unused corner.
Basically, he's trying to find that unused corner in the yard.
Stand in one of the flower pots, something.
I'm a
Something
tree. I'm a
inconspicuous.
tree. I'm a tree.
I mean, we could go with orc logic, but that's beside the point.
So Iola, what are you doing?
Hiding. Not in the house.
Okay.
How?
Now this is a kind of typical city backyard. So there's a couple of trees, nothing huge. I mean, certainly something you could duck behind for a second, but if the police are like searching the yard,
Their fence you can hop over.
there is a little chain link fence around there that's a little over waist high.
Chain link that'll make noise versus a wooden fence.
I should probably pull up the police
Probably
stats in the book.
try to scale the tallest tree and hide in the tree that way.
All right. Do you have any celerity?
I do. Celerity 1.
Okay. Then speed-wise, getting up the tree won't be an issue.
Yeah.
It'll
I
be
have,
the actual getting up the tree.
Yeah, I got Cat's Grace. That's the one I took.
All right. What does Cat's Grace do?
Put it in game chat.
Now I thought I had the.
Oh, so you just got free parkour.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. With that, I won't even make you roll to get up the tree. You will have to roll a stealth for the actual doing it quietly enough and, actually hiding up in the branches. But
Okay, so what do I roll for that? Just subterfuge? Or
Stealth, probably.
is there stealth? Oh, there is stealth. Okay.
then yes, give me we'll go with Dex stealth.
I'm gonna burn willpower to re-roll those 3.
Okay. And if you remember, if you burned any last week, you have not recovered those yet because it's the same.
No, I don't think I burned any last week.
Those come back per session, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought the thought in the thing it said per session.
I'll double check afterwards.
That is
That's
two successes.
2 successes.
All right. Just a second.
Depends on the willpower expenditure, because I know for in some
aggravated.
cases it's you have to actually do like do your ambition or your desire that you have listed out to actually get some of your willpower back. So.
Yeah.
All right, but you got 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So Walter, you see Iola just run up to one of these little, a pine tree about as big around as a person, and just start shimmying up the thing. Not completely silently, but not not any, it doesn't make any more noise than a squirrel or a cat running through a bush.
Fair enough.
And then that side gate swings open and some police step through. Inside the house, what are you 3 doing?
Egidio's gonna hide. I think the other 2 were like making a break for it, but Egidio's specifically gonna hide in a spot like where off to the side where, gonna keep himself obfuscated.
What time of the... I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was going to ask what time of the night it is, because it's might affect some things.
Does anyone recall how late it was?
It was
Wasn't
after...
too late. It was after midnight for sure.
Yeah, it was after the meeting, which was at 11, so I don't know how long we want to say the meeting took.
Okay. Well, you had the meeting, and then you rode down to the border with Harpsol to experiment. So it's probably between 1 and 1:30 now, we'll say.
All right, we just got a grip of time. Yeah, Egidio's hiding in the building because he wants to see what the morbid curiosity is going to get the better in here. I feel.
So you're stepping in the corner and like cloaking yourself a shadow or whatever?
Yeah, I had activated that last session, so yes,
Okay.
I will be doing that.
All right, Emma, what are you doing?
Were there any obvious markings that would tie back to vampires on the body that we looked at? The body in the box?
No, the old lady looked like she had her neck broken. There was no sign of her being clawed up or bitten or anything like that.
So that could just be written off as just weird serial killer or something.
Yeah, or somebody broke in and whatever.
Yeah. Looks like the 3 that are with them refraining from being like, what users the security guys that did not secure the perimeter, and ask them if they have a way out. Or if they have skills that will get them out unseen.
Kyle he looks down at his dog.
She was looking more at Miles,
yeah.
Kincaid, and Ada.
Fair.
They're all 3 in the building as well.
They are. Ada tells you she does not have anything for concealing herself.
How about mindfuckery? On a large scale.
She can do them one at a time. But she can't affect that many minds just all at once.
Do we want to... She's like doing this rapid fire. Do we want to try and tell the ones coming around back to say it's clear? just so the others can escape and we can escape over the back fence, grab the body, and go.
There's really no way for me to get out of here quietly.
Jump a fence, run a distance, come back for the truck.
Looks down at dog.
Grab the dog. Looks over at Kincaid and Miles. Could you two grab bodies, or is that beyond you?
Who do you need us to grab? I mean, either one of us can throw somebody over our shoulders, no problem.
The two dead ones. If they're both giving me that look of we're all dead, she's just going to be like, you know what I mean.
No. I was pausing to think that was not them reacting like that. Miles runs back to grab the old lady's body. The police at the front door hit the door again.
Okay, looks at Ada. Let's try and compel the other two in the back away. Tell them to go back around front. If I can catch the eyes of one, you can catch the eyes of the other. We can at least get two of them.
Ada nods her head. And we're probably the least threatening looking to them.
Yep.
So maybe they won't shoot us when we step out there.
And if they do, we'll probably survive. Alright. She's gonna run with that and tell the other three to start making a break as quietly as possible over the other fences and get out of line of sight as quick as possible.
Okay. They're just waiting for you to
She'll look at the corner Egidio disappeared in as well. If you want to get in on this, get in on this.
You're good. Go. As that is his final words before he activates Silence of Death.
Don't let the sun eat you. And her and Ada will go try and compel the two officers to, at least for a couple moments, forget they're here so they can run.
Alright, so y'all step out the back door. One police officer is looking at the door as y'all step through, and another one is over there with a handkerchief out over his nose as he's looking at the burned body.
She'll use compel them to go back around the front and help the others, or to say, go to the front yard. You saw us.
You can see he's about to shout for you to, well, you've already got your hands in the air, I assume, but
yeah, she'll come out as non-threatening as possible.
So yeah, he goes to say, hands where I can see them, or keep your hands where I can see them. But he's looking at you when you do it, so you can try to lock eyes with him right then.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm getting dice out. These guys
memory.
are. All right, and your compulsion was to go around front and tell them it's clear.
Or even just go back around front and cloud memory of seeing anything back here.
He does that. His buddy kind of looks at him. Then he looks over at y'all. And Ada kind of, raises a finger. Excuse me, sir. And then as soon as he locks eyes with her, she does basically the same thing.
And as soon as they're around, she kind of motions to the other ones to get going, and she gets going. And she's going. She's like, if any of you are still back out here, move as quietly as you can out of here.
All right, Walter, Rappy, Iola, y'all both saw this go down.
And with that, Iola will also skedaddle out of there.
All right.
And Walter will happily, as obfuscated as he can stay, get out of Dodge.
So you see Iola just drop down out of a tree.
Naruto running somewhere.
You hear the front door bust open. About the time everybody else is running out. Who's the last one out the door?
Egidio's staying in.
Yes. But they don't see.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Probably be Kyle and Dog.
Y'all gonna bring up the rear, okay? So y'all run out. I think I said Miles went back to get the dead body. The old lady's body. So as he's running out, Kincaid runs out and grabs up the burn up, decomposing one.
Funsies, I rolled 6 successes on my stealth.
Okay, that was going to be something you'd have to do here in a minute. So just remember that number.
Okay. It's right here.
So Kyle, you hear him. The police shout for you to stop.
He's gonna keep going.
Hey, they didn't get a good look at you.
You hear one of them say something about
Gun runner.
well, they've got an old, he sees the old lady thrown over somebody's shoulders. So they open fire.
Okay.
It's America. What did you expect?
Well, y'all are spread out in the backyard. This is. It's not like Kyle is directly, between them and the old lady. They just see what could be a kidnapping, and that nobody's getting down.
So who are they shooting at?
You're the last. That's why I was asking who was the last one out. They're shooting at the closest person to him.
That'd be me.
All right. So physical is 4.
They probably don't have incendiary dice or incendiary rounds.
Oh, it's standard issue indicator.
Yeah. Sure it is.
And
Didn't you know the ministry came and they just gave everyone incendiary bullets?
all right. So there are 2 of them shooting. First one shoots at you, Kyle.
I mean, I don't know who this Carl is. Apparently, we got an extra.
I do have a Carl in one of my gaming groups. So.
He might stab you. Be careful.
All right, that is 4 successes.
And I need to roll what?
Probably athletics, dex, if you're like ducking and weaving, zigzagging.
Okay, athletics, dex, so that'd be 4 dice. It's 2 successes.
Okay.
So he wins by 2.
So that is 2. That would be 2 levels of damage to you, but of course this is just regular bullets. You're a vampire, so that cuts it down to 1.
Okay. Well, with toughness active, I don't know if it just removes it entirely, or if it makes it a minimum of 1.
I think it's a minimum of 1.
Cannot reduce below 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I take 1 toughness. I take 1 superficial damage.
And then the second one shoots. He gets 4 successes.
Fuck balls.
That was not a happy sound.
That is a crit on the hunger die, a bestial failure on another hunger die, a crit on a regular die, and a regular success. I'm gonna spend a willpower to reroll this crit. Comes up as a crit anyway, again. So
It obviously wanted to stay at 10.
I guess it did. So that's 5 successes.
And one of those crits was on the hunger dice.
Yep, it was.
Fun. Starts like on all 4s like a fucking crack.
Let's see here. What's a good? Let me just look at your abilities.
Because I don't think I can make that reroll again. Or at least
I am
don't
not
believe I
entirely
can.
certain.
See if I can find the PDF.
So you're trying to get away, but you roll. So you definitely get out of the way. If you had celerity or something, I would just say that you would, that you matrixed, but very obviously were matrixing, so it'd be a masquerade breach. But in this case, well, one of the options is to just say you failed. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say you got pissed off about the first one, and basically instead of continuing to run away, you kind of turn around and growl at one of them.
Okay.
Florida, man.
And then you take the shot. That's 4, halved is 2, plus your toughness knocks it down to 1. And then you realize that was a stupid thing to do.
You take 1 superficial damage of guilt.
That's a scary concept.
Well, it's more of just realizing, I got to be more strategic than that. All right, so everybody's basically jumping the back fence.
Yep, making a break for it.
Making a break.
Making a break away from this house.
All right, everybody give me athletics rolls then. Obviously not a GTO.
How many of the officers are back there right now?
There are 2. The 2 that got mind screwed were walking around front.
Okay.
And the other 2 have followed you out.
Yes, but I turned around and they have body cams.
At this distance in the dark?
Fair point.
Alright, so what are we rolling, sir?
Athletics. Well, Walter, you have the option of running with everybody else, or just kind of slowly making your way away, stealth.
Oh yeah, no, he'd be slowly making his way via stealth.
Okay.
I got 4 successes?
Just
Okay.
athletics or athletics plus something?
Oh, athletics plus dex.
Jason.
Mhm.
Given my character's background, would it be feasible for him to know if the body cams would have been able to pick up his face at this distance that they're at?
It's feasible. Why don't you give me a intelligence technology roll?
Intelligence oh boy, 3 dice. I'm going to surge intelligence. I get hungrier, so I'm at hunger 3, but that does give me 2 more dice to play with. I'm gonna spend a second willpower. That's much better. 4 successes.
What you know about the body cams they use? It's iffy. It would all depend on exactly how the light was hitting your face, because it's fairly dark back here. I mean, there's some street lights out front, but this yard does not have a security light in the back, so.
We didn't turn on any lights either.
As the officers, as I see them run past me and go towards shooting out towards somebody who I know it's Kyle, because he's the last one out. I will very quietly take my little guy out of the mason jar
Mm-hmm.
and put the little mesh on my flesh, or on my garment, and activate the camera scrambler.
Okay.
And I will be surging,
That works.
as I've discussed multiple times in the past. It is resolve and what was the roll?
Oh yes, I've got to roll this one for you.
Yeah, you're rolling it.
All right. So what is your resolve?
My resolve is going to be 4 dice, and my
Okay.
oblivion dice are 2.
And you see, how many hunger do you have?
1. This is difficulty 3.
Does this cause a rouse check for you, or did you do that earlier?
Oh, that would be a rouse check. I'll do that right now.
Okay.
I would have done that during the ceremony, so fair enough. But that was like several days ago.
Yeah.
Next time.
All right. You said you needed how many successes?
3.
Okay. And is there any way that you? Well, no, I'm rolling specifically because you wouldn't know if it worked or not.
Right.
Okay. Well, you did your thing.
Yep.
So all the cameras in the area should be scrambled.
Should be. It's supposed to cover like, what was it?
Well, it's for sure going to cover the officers.
Yes. That's all he's really trying to get. So if he gets the officers, perfect. And he's still staying right where he is.
All right. So Kyle in the backyard. It's possible it got your face. It's in the with the backyard being dark and stuff. It's doubtful that it would have gotten a good shot of you. You know, them body cams are not the best cameras around.
Okay. Yeah, he'll just
Hop
yeah,
the fence.
he'll hop the fence.
All right. So give me an athletics roll. Let me give an athletics roll for. All right, Kincaid hops the fence without any trouble.
That's 3 successes.
Wow.
On my end.
Miles really hops the fence without any trouble. And then Ada.
Oh no.
Ada gets a success on every dice.
Hey, that's all 2
Oh
dice.
wow.
There's not a lot of dice, but there's enough.
Good. 3 successes on Emma.
Okay. So everybody makes it over the fence pretty gracefully.
Does Kyle keep his keys on him?
Yes, he does.
Fuck.
Why?
He's gonna go hotwire his truck.
No, you're not.
Do you have technology?
A little bit, but no, I'm not going to.
All right. All right. So y'all are running off. The police. Those 2 police are running after you.
Mm-hmm.
They hop the fence without any trouble.
So all of them are going that way.
The 2 that came into the house they are yelling for the other 2 who were supposed to be in the backyard. Egidio, they start yelling, and then a second later, those 2 guys that had run around to the back, had originally gone around to the back, come running in the front door, straight through the house and out the back door.
So that's all 4 of them are that way.
All 4 of the police are headed out the back.
Cool. So he waits for them to go and hop the fence, and then he will tiptoe over. The burned body's still there, right?
Oh no, Kincaid grabbed it on the way out.
Okay, so
They were told to
Paramount's
grab the bodies.
gone, and okay, both bodies are gone. Cool, perfect. Then yeah, he's gonna go the other way.
All right, so you just stroll out the front door and down the sidewalk.
Yep. Sticking to the shadows, of course,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not weird looking. But then when I'm gonna get like 3 or 4 blocks away, and then I'll call an Uber. You know, take everything off, of course, and then call an Uber and be like, all right, I need to go.
All right. Meanwhile, all of you that have jumped the fence, Ada's like, all right, the plan's working. So far, what's the next step?
I am open to suggestions.
Well, there's only 4 of them. There's more than that of us. We can split up.
Split up, meet back. You guys know where to meet.
Works for me.
I'm not really good at this criminal element thing. If you have better ideas, now's the time to do that.
Right now, it's don't get caught.
Fantastic, let's go with that. And she breaks off at a sprint.
Alright. Make sure y'all are all on the same map that I'm on. Alright, so the house y'all are at is up here in this northern area somewhere. So give me a rough idea of what direction each of you are going. Ada breaks and heads north.
You said where was the house at?
Right around here,
Okay.
you know, up against the road here. But there's a little bit of wooded section behind it before it gets into all these apartments. Like I said, Ada breaks and kind of heads north.
I'm just double checking the power real quick.
Kincaid and Miles split off in different directions.
Kyle is going to make a break towards the slums areas since he knows several hideaways there.
Okay. Well, that area isn't really in your domain per se, so.
Yeah, and he is running in that direction.
Okay.
Emma's going to try and get as much attention of them as she can, and try and lead them somewhere, and then use Cloak of Shadows.
Emma has Cloak of Shadows. Since when?
Obfuscate is her feeding type. Or
Oh, that's
things with
right.
her feeding type.
And you've probably used it before. I just forgot.
I think I've only used it once or twice.
Oh, okay.
She has actually.
I used it once for after feeding went wrong, but that was about it.
Alright, so you're hanging back to get their attention. The 2 guys, the dead bodies, split off in different directions. You didn't quite catch what they said. They said something to each other, and then they split off in opposite directions.
Well, getting the attention of at least 1 or 2 of them is better than none. And she'll try and lead them on at least a little bit of
Well, no, that was your security guys.
Oh.
Now, for the police, let's give... and Walter, you said you were moseying on out, right?
Yeah, he was moseying on. He was taking the more silent approach.
If the cops don't look like they're gonna chase her, she'll try to use a compel on one of the ones that she hasn't and be like, follow.
Alright, well, give me a manipulation.
Is this for the using the power?
No, this is for you trying to get their attention. You know.
Okay.
You probably hang back and let everybody else get ahead of you a little bit. And let's see, drawing attention to yourself. What skill would that fall under?
Stupidity.
Oh yeah. That's not what we're asking here though.
Could be persuasion. Subterfuge, you're not really lying, you're just trying to get their attention. So yeah, let's go manipulation, persuasion.
Two, which out of 4 ain't bad.
No, that's not too bad at all. wait, you said 2 out of 4?
Yes, I have 1 in persuasion and 3 in manipulation.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you had 4 in manipulate, but I must have been looking at your composure. Okay.
I mean, I can re-roll with 5 if you want.
No. It's quite all right. I wouldn't want to put you to the trouble.
All right, I appreciate it.
So yes, with everybody else kind of disappearing into the woods, you being the only one that can clearly see, all 4 of them keep after you.
She will try and get a distance ahead before ducking and cloak of shadowing.
Okay. Well, they are going to take a shot at you.
Yep, that's cool.
You're a big tough vampire. You'll be fine. It's only 4 people shooting at you. So give me a dexterity athletics, assuming that you're
Okay. Yeah, she would tire of
zigzagging.
Roll for each of them, or cumulative roll?
Which way would you like? Which way would you rather do it? If you want to make 1 roll, you can make 1 roll. Or if you want to roll for each one of them, that's fine too.
May as well roll for each one of them.
Okay.
My luck, I'd roll bad and then get pegged with all 4.
All right. The first one got 2 successes.
See, now you're gonna crit, and it's gonna be like, oh, we should have did that.
2.
Okay. You hear it whiz by your head. The next one shoots.
Hold, please. Checking what this dice means again.
Ooh, that's 6 successes.
Uh, 5.
Okay. So that is 1 damage, halved is still 1. Because I don't think it halves below 1. So you take 1 superficial. Then number 3. He gets 1 success on that one.
3.
And then the last one, who gets 3 successes.
2.
Alright, so 1 more superficial.
She's cussing and running around and finding a place to hide until they run by.
Alright. Give me a dex stealth.
Should really stop putting my dice away after I roll them just so I have them out and don't have to pick them back out again.
That's why I love the little tray I've got. It's got a couple of different subdivided sections. So I can just leave the pool I've been rolling in the main section.
7. I got crits, but they weren't on the hunger dice.
Ooh, what would a bestial crit on that one look like? You successfully hide behind it and eat the hindmost one.
So
It's
sometimes
pretty
you just,
stealthy.
it'd be stealthy. Sometimes you just gotta let the beast win.
Alright, that is enough successes that you duck out of sight somewhere. And then you said you were going to obfuscate.
Cloak of
Alright.
Shadow.
So you managed to break line of sight long enough to obfuscate. So you don't just like mysteriously vanish in front of them.
Yeah. She can't move or anything until they're gone. But once she knows they're not in the area, she'll make her way back towards Deadman's Drink.
Alright, they go running past you. One is lagging a little bit behind and breathing a little heavier than the other ones. You hear, he's gasping. Gonna beat their ass when I catch him. Which is really more of a Huntsville police than Decatur police thing. But anyway. But yeah, they run on past you. You hang out there for a little bit because you can hear them still moving around, you know. They like break off into pairs and keep searching the woods, but you can hear more sirens as more police show up at the house. Iola, which way were you going when y'all all split up?
She was gonna head towards like the Lowe's home improvement area, kind of more south, eastish of sorts.
Okay, so you were just heading like south through the,
yeah,
or slightly southeast through the domain. Okay.
Mhm.
So you wind up cutting through like a mall parking lot, basically. Give me an awareness roll as you run through there.
Awareness. What?
Oh yeah, it does require a stat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wits awareness.
Who?
Okay. As you're passing through the parking lot, you notice the chicken salad chick here.
Mhm.
You notice one of their windows is busted in.
Oh.
Like, you know, like one of the big front windows.
Mhm. Okay, she'll keep that the back of her head. When when she knows everybody's like, she knows she's not being chased, she'll probably head to the dead man's drink. Yeah, and
Okay.
keep that to kind of look at that.
All right, so basically, as you run past the dead man's drink, you're just going to cut in there.
Yeah,
Because you don't seem, you know, you don't see where you're being followed. So
yeah. Just gonna kind of look and be like, huh. And make sure like the dead man's drink hasn't been like also window smashed into or anything like that.
no, it has no additional damage. Actually, now I think about it, I think most of the old damage is repaired at this point. But yeah, you can, you know, sit in the dead man's drink, look out the window next door. Every now and then you see something moving around in the other store or the other restaurant. Walter.
He's currently taking a phone call.
Then we will skip
Yeah,
him.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle, as you're heading probably more straight south, you notice pretty quickly you don't seem to be being followed.
Okay.
You know,
he'll
you did hear some gunfire a second ago, but
yeah, he'll keep going for a little while and then he'll loop back and head back to his bar.
Okay. All right, so you make it back to the dead man's drink. GDO. You said you were basically walking down the street a little ways and then calling an Uber?
Like 3 or 4 blocks and then calling an Uber, yeah.
Okay. It's late, so it takes you a little while to get an Uber there.
Someone who has Ubered at 3 in the morning, I know how long it takes.
Yeah, but you live in a bigger city than this, so.
Yeah.
But just a second. Let's see where he is. Awareness.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Interesting.
Huh?
Dominic Batista?
Somebody that just bestial critical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. So that's 5, 6, and that's actually 8 successes.
Oh. Oh boy.
Let's see. So you're sitting there waiting for your Uber. Give me a wits awareness.
Yep. Ooh. 5 successes. Sorry, 4 successes.
Okay. All right. So you see a blob of shadow kind of move out into the light. Before he drops it. So you're not, you see the movement before he makes himself appear. So you're not caught by surprise exactly.
Is he intent to harm, or is he just running up on me?
He's strolling forward with purpose. He's not running at you.
Strolling forward. Okay. Strolling forward, I can deal with. But I will have like a very obvious hand on a sidearm. Not gripping it, just like, hey, we can talk, but let's talk.
Let's talk. He's got a very intense look on his face. His fangs are already showing. Like he was it's like he was going. It's like he's going for intimidation and kind of overdoing it.
I will also cancel the Uber.
But you're going to need a ride later, maybe.
Maybe. Can I help you?
You can. You're going to. Where's the salubri?
I don't know. We all kind of just ran. I literally went in the opposite direction.
Wait, she was here?
Fucking no. Like I said, cops showed up. We all ran. Kind of the last 20 minutes have kind of been a blur.
You panic like kine. The woman that was at the bar the night of the firebombing. Where is she? I didn't see her enter the house.
Oh, with the bandana?
Yes.
No. She showed up and then left.
I suspect you're lying to me.
I am not.
What was her purpose there? What is your connection to her?
The bandana lady? I don't fucking know her. She just came. People come into our bar and need to say hi. That's kind of what they do.
Give me composure, intelligence.
Composure. Ooh, baby. That is 5 successes.
All right.
Ooh, also crit, you son of a bitch.
Uh.
Also 3. Oh, that's significantly more.
Okay, so that is. You got 2
That's another- that's still
tens up there. So that
That's
is
7 in
3,
total.
4, 5.
Yep.
All right. What is Egidio? What would you say is Egidio's vice and greatest fear?
Ooh, what? I think Egidio's greatest vice would be he is believe it or not, he's a perfectionist. But particularly where it comes to his like niche, which is, as we all know, forensics. He needs to do better than other people in the field.
So pride, kind of.
Yeah.
All right, and his greatest fear?
Ooh, that's a good question. Failure goes along with pride.
Well, that's true. That is true.
I'm not projecting. Shut up.
You're a proud man, Mr. Luna. A very proud man. You fear few things more than your failures.
I'll be insightful.
And at this point, composure. Give me composure, intelligence.
Oh boy. Is this man trying to like overpower me? Is it composure intelligence?
Yes.
Weird pool, but okay. God damn it!
The dice roller likes me. It really likes me.
Oh my lord.
That's the 3rd straight crit on me.
So 4 successes.
Fuck, what's it called? As I'm doing this, if I succeed on this check in particular, I'm going to summon a shadow. I'm going to re-roll these 2 because I can. Haha! I got 4.
All right. For a moment, you start to be overwhelmed by past failures, by things you're concerned with in the future. You start imagining yourselves, the failure and what failure would mean. But then you manage to kind of shake it off, and you realize he's doing that. He's making you think about that. He's
trying real hard to put that in my head.
I'm putting nothing in your head, Mr. Luna. I'm merely showing you what is already
Bring
there.
it to the forefront. I will conjuring a shadow directly over him.
Okay. That is increases your intimidation thing.
That he takes is it superficial or aggravated? Let me double check. He takes willpower damage whenever like this is subtle, and as we're talking, just a shadow like casts over him, and any willpower damage he takes from here on is going to be increased by 1.
Okay. So it's more of a debuff than doing any direct damage. Does he get a roll against that?
He can roll to clock it.
All right. I'm assuming that's awareness, wits awareness.
Yep. It's difficulty 3. Thank fuck.
Well, that one doesn't. That 10 does not trigger though, because it's just
Correct.
It's just he got 2 successes.
I don't even know your name, and you're asking all of this out of me. I suggest, and he will also bear his fangs, that you simply leave me be.
Are you? Let's see.
I don't think I have anything you need. I think you should go.
He was going to approach it much calmer, and he kept rolling those bestial crits. Yeah. No, Mr. Luna. I believe you will. You need to tell me what I want to know. If she if she means nothing to you, if you barely know who she is, then you have no reason not to help me find her. And I'll be out of your hair, and she'll be away from you. She's very dangerous.
Can I clock this person's? I would assume I would know a Nos right away, but is there a way I can clock this person's clan just by like this extended conversation? Somebody who obviously wants to fight in a salubri.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But it's obvious.
Yep.
Well, the ability he was using when he stepped out of shadow is very similar to the ability you used to step out of shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're not your clan is not the only one that uses that though, so.
Yeah. In fact, I'm stealing it from another clan. Sort of. I think we're done. I don't have the information. If I had the information, I would have produced it. I do not. Clearly, you're fiddling around in here. You can see that I don't have that information.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps one of your friends would have the information.
Do not know where they currently are. Like I said, you saw the cops show up. I'm assuming you've been here for a hot minute. You saw the cops show up. Everyone's scattered.
Yes, but they'll meet back up eventually. Most likely you have a way to contact them. And most likely they would be at least mildly concerned about your well-being.
Here we go again.
Egidio, you notice him tensing up. Trying to think of how to. Yeah, okay. He's gonna escalate.
Egidio will, in response, just fucking fire.
Had you already pulled your gun, or had you just patted it on your hip?
No, he's been like this the whole time. Like he's been hand on sidearm the whole time. So the second he like switches, he's like, all right. I think with 3 firearms, I think that's pretty 3 firearms and 4 dexterity. I think it's pretty reasonable.
Okay. Ooh. Only one of them was a 10. Nuts.
Okay.
So that is 4 successes. His hands burst into black flame.
Cool. I am going to. Oh, how interesting. I'm going to shoot. Ah, fuck! I already did the thing. All right, that's fine. No, I need him. I need him to GTFO. So I will reroll these. Cool. 5 successes.
5 successes. All right.
I'm just aiming like straight down, like center mass.
All right. Well, that was the roll for that. But the actual attack uses his.
Oh, that was the roll to activate that?
Hang on. Let me make sure I've got this right. Oh, no. That dice roll is for the actual firing it. Never mind. All right, so he got 4 successes. You got how many?
5.
Okay. So you beat him by 1, so, you know.
It's also
Are you
larger weapon.
regular bullets or incendiary rounds?
Oh, good question. Will he bring his incendiary rounds with him? I'm gonna roll to see if I did. I don't know how to interpret a success, so I'm gonna say yes.
All right, so that is 1 aggravated then.
That is plus. I don't think you did this with Kyle as well, but that is a +3, I believe, because this is a medium weapon or medium pistol range.
Oh, you're right.
So that'd be.
I forgot about the weapons having the pluses on.
Yep. So that is 4 aggravated. Jesus.
So he screams. The black fire races past your face to one side. Check for Rorschach. Rorschach? However you say it.
Yeah. That is, what is that roll? Willpower plus.
You see, is that I want to say it's a specific type of frenzy check, basically.
Mm-hmm. 1 second. 1 moment.
You should have a frenzy button down at the bottom.
Yeah, I will. I'll click it right now.
Okay.
Just need to check on the stuff I did. Boop.
Oh, I forgot you rolled an actual dice anyway.
Yeah. 3 successes.
Alright. Frenzy provocations. Terror frenzy. Okay, so you managed not to freak out. To be fair, though, he's been burned now, so let me see if he freaks out. Three successes. Alright, neither one of you is freaking out. But he does turn tail and run at this point.
Okay, cool. I will holster, and I will proceed because I still have the thing going for the. My ritual, I believe, lasts still around me, but it lasts for the scene. Which,
okay.
Yeah, and so I will just continue to. I will mosey on out. I'll go another like 3 or 4 blocks, and try to Uber again, and I'll as soon as I hit like a dark patch, I'll cloak up again.
Okay.
Man didn't even give me his name. That's rude.
I guess you'll never know what it is.
It's a mystery.
Alright, so Kyle, you're making it back to the dead man's drink.
Hear like 2 gunshots out in the distance.
Walter, were you headed to the dead man's drink, or were you headed somewhere else?
No, Walter would have probably been making his way on back to the Dead Man's Drink, knowing that that's probably where most of the rest of the coterie is going to meet back up.
All right. So as y'all get to the dead man's drink, Iola is like, staring intently. She's sitting at one of the tables, staring out the window at the restaurant across from you, or next to you. Iola, do you read?
Order of people getting here.
We'll say Walter gets there first.
Of course, Walter doesn't say nothing. He just makes sure he slinks right in and just, as he's just watching the direction Iola is just staring, it's just like, just kind of doing that whole thing of like, I don't know what you're looking at.
You realize one of the windows in the establishment next door is busted out. And every now and then you can see moving around in there.
Iola's going to activate Sense the Unseen to see if she sees anything without really getting closer in there, like if it's like supernatural.
It doesn't reveal anything hidden from you. I mean, you can't tell for sure what's going on in there because it's dark in there. You're just catching bits of movement every now and then. But like you don't see anybody obfuscated or anything like that.
Okay.
Oh wait, Walter's standing next to you. So y'all can roll against each other if you want to, or you can just see him, or just not see him, however y'all decide.
I mean, if he sees him, he's not going to fight or argue because he knows she can see him. As a general rule.
Well, technically it would be a roll off. I'm just saying, we don't have to actually do dice rolling if you don't want to. But
fair enough.
So Kyle, as you get to the bar, you open it up. Both of these two are just staring out the window. As the door starts to shut behind you, you hear the sound of a large handgun going off, off in the distance. At the same time that happens, and the other two of you, might not clock it because you're kind of focused, but at that same time, something comes running and jumps out the that busted window. Something goes leaping out of that busted window and cutting across the parking lot. Headed kind of off in kind of this path.
How fast?
Not supernaturally fast, but faster than the average person. It takes off like a sprinter, though it does not look like it is built like a sprinter.
Okay. So supernatural, but not with supernatural speed?
It's vaguely humanoid.
So
You're having a hard time making out details. The light doesn't seem to be hitting it right. It's like it's always in shadow, or it is shadow.
Spotting that, Kyle is going to reflexively activate his Eyes of the Beast power, which allows him to ignore sight penalties, including supernatural.
You can make out a lot of detail on this thing, but it still seems to be shadowed. but it's like you kind of, you know, your eyesight is better. It's like you're zoomed in a little bit. It looks like somebody. It's like if somebody sculpted a parody of a person. You know, it seems to have two eyes. It's got a mouth full of teeth. You know, the right number of fingers, but the exact shape's a little off. Stuff is very swollen, bloated looking.
By
AI generated humanoid.
I said the right number of fingers.
Fair enough.
Not the right orientation, though. They might be bending funny.
And it's just making a straight sprint.
Yep.
It doesn't look like it's clocked us.
No, not paying any attention to you. It's running kind of on the other side of the mall.
Going towards the Beltline?
No, away from the Beltline.
Okay.
So in theory, if I took a shot at it, it wouldn't be dodging.
No, more most likely not.
Line up the sight.
Yeah, enough shit has gone down in his domain. He wants this dealt with. He's gonna attempt to kneecap it.
Okay.
Behold! And I will rouse to add to dexterity. I do not get hungrier. Because I go from 3 dice to 5. Yay!
Really should let the farm. Idiot.
Well, none of y'all are there.
I mean, I might have been. You don't know.
You're still waiting on an Uber. You're not there. This is happening the same time you're having the shootout with the other guy.
Oh, I was under the impression this was the guy.
No. Literally, as we heard the gunshot, whatever was in the chicken salad chick area ran out.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the shot that you fired scared it out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's 4 successes.
Okay, and what kind of gun are you shooting?
He's using his 357. So whatever successes he gets, I think it's +4 to the damage.
Okay.
Let me double check.
I'm going to knock one success off for the distance because you're using a pistol and he's running across the parking lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's you know, you still definitely hit it.
Let me double check because I know it's in here somewhere what the bonus is for weaponry. If I can find it.
I want to say the big pistols tend to be +3.
Yeah.
I think you just have a light pistol and a heavy pistol, basically.
Where the hell was it? It's in here somewhere. Gear? No, that's not it.
I thought I had, there it is, weapon damage. Cheat sheet. Here we go. Heavy gunshot. You said you were using a what?
357 Magnum.
+4.
Okay.
You got how many successes?
I got 4 total.
Okay.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, I just found it. Heavy gunshot, yeah. So +4.
Alright.
So you said you knocked 1 off, so that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 total.
Okay.
And it's...
So it hits the leg. You see a sort of ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it sort of staggers. It goes down on that knee. When it comes up, you can see that leg kind of reforming around the wound.
Interesting.
Like for a second, the leg does not look completely solid, and then it's solid again. It looks back in your direction, but it doesn't stop traveling the way it's traveling.
Okay.
And then it's quickly, around the corner of the mall.
Mm-hmm. his phone, and he will be calling the security guys at the mall.
They pick up on the second ring.
Bogey rounding the corner of the mall probably heard the shot.
We've been hearing a lot of gunfire lately. But yes, that you're talking about the one that was really close. Yeah, we've got him on. We've got a spotter on the roof that's watching. What is he, or what is it?
Good question. I'll be heading over there shortly, and we can discuss that.
Understood. It doesn't appear to be trying to get in the mall. Emma.
Yep.
All right, you know the police started searching. They moved far enough away from you that you've cut your way south, or what? Or you were trying to make your way back to the dead man's drink.
Yep.
Okay. So you're kind of walking by the Popeyes over here when a lot of this goes down. You hear that gunshot kind of be off to your right, over there towards Westmead Street.
Mm-hmm.
You see this thing come running out of the chicken salad chick. At your distance, it looks like a big fat dude, kind of malformed. Like I said, like it's in more shadow than it should be because there are a few lights in that parking lot. Then you hear Kyle's gun off. You see him down there as he shoots it and it keeps running.
No, Harmony was right. I should just leave that thing. Yeah, she's just like talking to herself, mumbling and walking towards the dead man's drink. She's not going to chase the abomination.
I never thought
She
you would.
clocks it, but she isn't engaging it.
As you walk past the chicken salad chick, you can see where the window's busted out.
Gives it a glance inside. Anything else moving around in there?
Oh, give me a wits awareness.
When I close my character sheet, hold on. Two.
No, nothing else seems to be moving around in there.
She keeps moving towards Deadman's drink.
All right.
She will check her phone to see if Kincaid, Miles, or Ada have called in.
None of them have at this point.
Cool.
All right, so all of y'all except the GDO are back at the dead man's drink now.
What ran across the parking lot?
That's a good question.
I know, that's why I asked it.
Yes, and I don't know. I shot it in the leg, and it just reformed the leg after the shot and kept running.
That's
Durable.
Group chat gets a bunch of ghost emojis.
of what emojis?
Ghost. Not because of that guy, but it's funny lining up. Because I think Egidia's clocked the Oblivion power at this point with the dark fire and stuff.
No, you don't know of anybody that can do that with Oblivion. Though the way he cloaked himself was oh no, that wasn't Oblivion, that was Obfuscate. Never mind. Anyway, never forget that either.
Yep. I'd still do it. It's lining up a little too similarly for my taste.
Yep.
The other
Now-
three contacted any of you?
No, not yet. I need to go over to the mall though, because they have somebody watching that thing, and I want to see if they caught anything I didn't. Did you see anything else in there when you were going by, Emma?
Nope.
I'll look over and take a look since my eyes of the beast are still active, and that gives me perfect dark vision.
You don't see anything else moving around in there. It looks like some tables have been knocked over. Looks like somebody's made a mess in there.
Well, someone tore something up in there, but I don't see anything.
Now, Gio, you said you walked after the confrontation that you walked back down some more.
I walked a few more blocks and then I would have called the Uber, but I would have had it like in advance. I would call it while I'm walking that way, a few more blocks, and then I would have.
Give me a wits awareness.
King.
Oh, damn. That's a crit.
Three successes.
All right. You see something break out of the tree line by the road. Now, this is several blocks down. This is back down where the confrontation was, but it's basically this road's a straight shot.
Okay.
That you're currently on. It breaks out. It seems to be sniffing around.
Hide the fuck away.
And it looks the direction that the other guy ran, but then it also looks down the direction that you walked.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's picking up both trails.
I will.
It's the same thing that ran across the parking lot. I mean, I don't need to describe it again. But...
Yeah.
And it's far enough away you can't tell exactly where it's looking, but at least in your general direction, it sort of roars. The mouth opens way wider than a human its size would.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns and follows the path of the fella you wounded.
Sit there for a sec. As it's going that way, I will activate sentient scene. Just for funsies.
Nothing really gets uncovered.
Cool.
Kyle can make out more detail because he just enhanced his eyes, basically.
Yep.
It's not, it is not hidden.
Yeah. Just making sure, see if it had some weird incorporeal form as well. But yeah, I'll go the other way.
No, since the unseen, you might see some like wisps of shadow coming up off of it
That's what I'm looking for.
that you did not see prior. To your eyes now, it's like it's glowing. Think like a black light.
Cool.
It still doesn't tell you what the crap it is, though.
Sure, but I can infer now.
It is outside your realm of expertise.
Three occult. I don't know if it's also my rate of expertise yet, but that's for when I have time to think. I don't have time to think right now.
About that time, you notice a car coming down the road. A few seconds later, the thing has crossed the road and is out of sight by the time the car.
Is that my Uber?
Well, yeah, but your cloak, so
He says, if he's like, I'm here, they'll stop there and they'll be like, hey, I'm here. And then I'll just kind of, hi.
Oh. Dude, I didn't see you there.
I know, it's late. I get it.
What is with all the police driving around?
There's been so much gunfire going on right now. Like, it's...
Oh, dude, let's get out of here then.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
He just throws a Yui.
head to the Dead Man's Creek.
Yeah.
Or not at right there, but like a few blocks off. You know, standard vampire protocol.
Yeah. He runs you around, wherever you tell him.
Let's take the long. Here's $20. We'll take the long way around.
So yeah, he cuts through some of the neighborhoods back behind the domain then. And y'all just kind of chit chat about man, there's been a lot of like the gangs are doing all kinds of stuff here lately.
It's getting real bad. I'm probably gonna end up leaving here again. Man. Oh man, I really appreciate you. You saved my ass, man. I don't know what could have happened here after a few more seconds.
Yeah, man, glad you could help. But
like I said, I tipped up a 20, and then I'll be like, all right,
5-star. All right, so you get back to the Dead Man's Drink. As the GDO gets in, you get a message. You have over the past couple of minutes, you've got messages from Kincaid Miles. Just says, just got to the garage, stowing the luggage. We'll need to get it to the storage, we'll need to take it to the storage, not storage center, what am I thinking of?
Storage unit?
Yeah, we'll need to take it to the storage unit later. Interestingly, the message you get from Ada just says things are afoot at the Circle K. By which I mean the Exxon.
It's currently a Circle K, isn't it?
No, that's a Bill and Ted quote.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
went right over my head.
Probably the only thing that has made Emma crack a grin tonight.
But the Exxon is the gas station that is. It's out of the. It's literally across the road from the domain's border. When y'all had to go talk to what's his face, the Thin Blood, for Violating the Masquerade, that's where he met you at.
Oh, okay, so I know where it is.
What was it, a Texaco? Yeah, whatever gas station was.
Enter uncharacteristically quiet.
All right, everyone is together. And you have received these 3 messages. Well, Kincaid Miles is probably just one message. Probably
I just got here.
What time of night is it?
Heavy as
Oh, it was 1:30 when the police showed up.
be like 2 or 3.
About 2:30, let's say. We'll split the difference. And y'all seen a lot of police driving around kind of the perimeter.
Well, at least that has nothing to do with the Dead Man's Drink for once.
Oh, give it 10 minutes. I'm sure they'll think of a way to blame it on us somehow.
No, those shots were clearly outside of the domain of the Dead Man's Drink, as far as any kind are concerned.
What were the other gunshots? I heard like 2 sets.
I'm guilty on a couple of them.
What are you shooting at?
Oh, you'll never guess. Some wackadoo who had a fascinating fascination with you and your friend.
Emma's face just goes flat.
He never mentioned Emma.
I said
He
you and your
mentioned.
friend.
He mentioned a clan.
He did mention a clan.
He absolutely mentioned a clan.
Yeah, the dude.
did.
mentioned
I was
salute.
there.
I said he mentioned a
Yeah.
clan. He did mention a clan.
Okay. Okay.
Are you okay?
I thought you were like trying to gaslight me. I was like, I will clip it right now.
No. He very definitely mentioned the clan.
I'm about to say we all heard him mention the clan.
Alright. Then yeah, I would
What
say
But when you
that-
talked about when you talked about it at the house, he looked confused, and he went, I didn't see her at the house, and then he started specifying the woman that showed up at the bar that time.
he wanted to know where your friend was, and I know where she went. That's the point of that whole thing. I assume. What, you think I'm gonna dime out my friends? Or
What
their
else
friends?
did you say?
I'll regurgitate back what I said, but I'll make it sound like, yeah, I didn't tell him anything.
So you tell her what you said,
Yeah.
or best that Gito can remember word for word.
Best
Okay.
that I can remember at the moment, where I'm still a little not shaken, but things just happened.
Yeah.
He tried to get violent, and I shot him. So,
Do you describe how he got violent?
oh yeah.
Okay. So black fire from his hands. You pick up on the fact that Gito did not deny knowing kind of, that there was a salubri in town.
Yeah, I think he mentioned when he asked about the salubri, Digidio said she went the other way.
Yeah. You will have given Mr. Bestia things to think about in the morning.
A lot of other ways.
Yeah, but if you said Emma's going to very calmly get up and find like a piece of the wall that's damaged and be like, I'll pay for this later, and just punches a hole through the wall.
Punching bags in the back room. That's clearly what you need.
I'm getting the feeling I need to start handing out lessons in OPSEC.
Specifically asked about the lady in the bandana.
What's that?
Specifically asked about the lady in the bandana.
Yeah, who I don't know where she went.
Okay.
So what I'm
you're
hearing is I'm
buddy-buddy
murdering
with her-
somebody when I see him. Got it.
Oh, I can also I'll word vomit what he looked like.
Oh yeah, I don't think I ever gave you a physical description of it.
You did not.
Tall, fairly well built, not like weightlifter, but definitely in shape. Very big hair, very thick, very flowing hair. Long. He had kind of the John Wick or Keanu Reeves. Goatee.
Or the beard setup.
Well, yeah, the whole beard. Dressed mostly in black. Not at all unusual for most kindred.
Did he look like he's from south of the border?
No, he did not.
Okay. I know what those people, they tend to look like. I'm from there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that was it.
Does the black fire ding any bells?
I would also like to on that.
I noticed that Emma does not have an occult score.
No, she does not.
But you can roll intelligence to see what all your sire might have told you about, warned you about, that sort of thing.
Been aroused to add another 2 to that.
She's thinking really hard, people.
She's
The
very
smoke
high
is-
levels of pissed.
Can I also
She got
get another
shot
roll?
twice.
I do have a cult.
Then yes, you can go ahead and roll your occult, yeah.
Ooh. I successful on the crit,
6.
but- Damn.
Egidio, now that you've had time to stop and think about it a little bit.
You can give it to Emma. She got 6.
Oh, no.
You've got a cult.
You can think of a few stories occur to you. You've heard of Tremere with rituals that let them do fire. It's pretty rare, but you've heard of such things.
Up in Huntsville,
But the black fire thing, you seem to recall a couple of stories about that. Emma, there is no doubt in your mind. It's the Bali.
Emma is glad she packed her bug-out bag in her car.
Ha!
Which, to be fair, you'd already heard rumors that they'd been active around this area in the last year.
While she's sitting there, just looking pissed, she's going to be like, it's the Bali.
Yep,
she's
that's the guy
typing-
who fucking came at me. Yeah, go ahead.
She's typing a message to Harmony, something that says, "Hey, just letting you know, I saw that one X in town. You might want to try and avoid him."
Edaddle.
They were really violent. They had a weird burn on them. Just giving you a heads up so you can keep an eyeball out for them. Or
Had
do
a
what you
weird
need to.
burn.
Fire emoji, devil emoji, fire emoji.
That X, you know.
Trying to think of what her immediate response would be.
I'm two towns over already.
I already left. What the hell are you talking about? I ain't stupid. Want a carpool?
Thanks for letting me know. Did he see you?
No, one of my friends saw him getting kind of aggressive at a bar nearby. Not our usual bar, just she'll pick a random bar that might be in the area over there.
Not our bar. It's some other fucked up bar.
No, you're the only bar in town that effed up stuff happens at.
That's true.
You don't know. Every domain in town can be having the same amount of stuff going on.
Really got to get on the newsletter for this.
Actually, a lot of them do now. I think about it because the little skirmishes in the war. I'll be sure to let some of our buddies know.
She'll just reply with a thumbs up emoji.
And then you start getting pictures from Ada.
Of?
The inside of the Texaco.
This feels like a possible masquerade breach, but sure. What do the pictures look like?
There are police standing around. She's not really taking pictures of the police. She's taking pictures of the. You get a picture of the like the glass doors busted in. All the shelves are bare. Like there is no food in this place.
Like, not knocked off, the shelves kind of bare, just gone bare.
The shelves are empty of any sort of food. Now, like, batteries, I'm trying to think of what other knickknacks, motor oil, any of that kind of stuff, still there.
Yeah, only edible food product.
Right. Although there's also like no packaging left. It's not like you've got ripped open bags of chips or something. It's like they're just gone.
It doesn't look scarcity,
Fucking
right?
no face. Emma's just silently walking out the door and going towards the chicken salad chick.
Okay.
Iola's gonna follow.
Yeah, Gideon's following. What? That's part of the people that want to be grabbed up the most.
Quick in and out as she can, just to see, is all the food eaten at the chicken salad chick?
All right. So how many of y'all are going into the chicken salad chick?
I'm following. I'm not going in. I'm following Emma, and I'll let her go in, and I'll keep watch outside.
She'll be like, let me know if you hear sirens coming this way.
All right. Iola, you were going with her?
Yes, going inside as well.
Anybody else?
They're choking him. They're choking him.
Kyle's gonna
Walter
keep
would
watch.
probably also. Walter would probably slink in as well.
All right. What were you saying? And Kyle, what were you saying?
He'll keep watch outside.
Okay. So Kyle and GD are watching outside. Pretty much everybody else has gone inside. All right. Give me a wits awareness as you go in. Or as you're looking the place over, I should say.
What's awareness, you said? 3.
Yes.
Three.
Okay. And Walter, you were going in. What'd you get?
You mean roll or?
Yeah, wits awareness.
Ah, sorry.
Iola, I got excited when I saw that. Saw you roll a 10 with your hunger dice. But...
It's just the one. Just
Yeah.
the 110.
At least 3 successes. Sorry for scaring you with a 10.
Oh, it's
We're
not scaring me.
disappointing
It
him.
gets me. It gets me
We disappoint
excited and then disappointed.
him when we don't
Well-
get 210.
When it's not in the hunger successes, he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But 3 successes on my account.
You start looking around. Y'all are looking around. You notice there are no condiments on the tables. But hey, maybe they gather those up at night. Yeah, it's possible. 1 or 2 tables are knocked over. Not like somebody trashed the area, but like somebody ran through here and went back to hit you or something. You get back into the food prep area. Refrigerators are open. Basically, like all the storage is open. And it's only at the back of their main, like, walk-in cooler that there's still some food.
Are you considering this a new scene, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Emma just takes all that in. Nothing else, like, no blood circles drawn on this floor or anything like that she would see.
Nope, just food, packages and all seem to be gone.
Alright.
Like I said, at the back of the walk-in cooler, there's still some, like it got interrupted or something.
Turns and walks back out.
Oh, he just wanted a snack.
But what is it?
It ate everything, packaging and all. Do we know of anything, that would do that, or
A really hungry ghost? Some
that
sort
can
of
take
a
a
lichen
shot?
on a bender?
That can take a shot to the knee and keep going?
And reform its leg?
Okay, I'm going back to the very hungry ghost.
Would gunshot affect a ghost?
It noticeably stumbled.
Well,
Kyle,
if
you're
it's the one
outside
I'm
while they're
thinking
discussing
of- Well, if it's the one I'm thinking of, also has a hell of a howl.
What?
well, I saw something looked vaguely humanoid. And then it distended its jaw, and I was like, okay, that's not humanoid.
All right. While y'all are inside and Kyle is outside, Kyle, you see a police car pull into the mall parking lot. He is heading over to the chicken salad chick.
Went our way.
Yeah, it pulled in off Danville Road here, and is so it'll pass the Chick-fil-A, then it'll pass the Dead Man's Drink. It's on the mall perimeter road there, heading up to the.
We run without being seen.
Yeah, Kyle will send a text to the group. It's like, get out.
Yeah, Emma was just very quick in and out.
I guess.
Yeah. Iola would have been in out too.
I'll back up. I'll slink around, and I'll just, for fun, activate Sense the Unseen and just double check. Give it like a really sweeping look as we're leaving.
Give me. Is it wits awareness?
Also activate heightened senses so I can use my arm.
All right. So when you do sense the unseen versus obfuscate, it's what's the dice roll there?
That's a contested dice roll.
I'm trying to remember what the pools are though.
Hold on.
I know.
What is it? Sense the unseen?
Yes.
No, I don't know what theirs is, but I know it's like resolve versus aspects.
Wits plus aspects versus wits and obfuscate.
Okay.
Wits, not resolve.
Yeah, wits.
Wrong.
That's what it says.
Okay.
Wits aspects versus
Then
wits
I had
obfuscate.
it put in wrong. What I said.
Rouse for wits. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Way too many blank dice. Burn a willpower. This man is very prideful. There we go. 5 successes.
Okay. Iola, were you trying as well?
Oh, I had it up, so yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Well, this was a
No
different scene.
successes.
So.
Really?
Jesus.
No successes. That's
You
weird.
didn't roll a 1.
That's all right. I rolled like 5 or 6 dice over here and got no successes.
As good as player. Hey, let's go.
And it's funny because they're both 5s and 4s.
Mm-hmm.
2 5s, 2 4s.
So in GDO, you see somebody concealing themselves. They rolled so poorly, they don't even notice you noticing them. They're just kind of standing up against the wall. They're just kind of standing up against the wall over out of the way.
Is there a
like studying y'all? He's looking over at Kyle, looking out the window at Kyle.
Is there a gunshot wound on the chest?
No, this is definitely not the guy you've seen before.
Okay. All right, then I'll just say to the group, "Oh, cops are on the way. Let's skedaddle." And then as we get out of earshot, I'll go to Kyle and whisper, "Where's a guy?"
All right, but when Kyle yells for y'all to get out, y'all have a limited amount of time because line of sight is pretty clear through here for the driver of the police car.
Didn't
So you
sent a text message.
So you can give me a Dex stealth or Dex athletics. Whether you're trying to be sneaky and not be seen, or whether you're just trying to get out fast enough that they won't see you.
Oh, Dex stealth all day.
Same.
Yeah.
4,
We'll
2,
see.
3.
And of course, Walter can move around obfuscated, so yeah.
3 successes.
The joy of obfuscation. As long as they can't see me, I can stay quiet.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
You need 2. This is a run of the mill
Yep.
mortal.
5 success.
Kyle.
Kyle wasn't anywhere near there. He don't need to roll.
You were standing outside watching, I thought.
Yeah, by the bar.
Oh, I got you.
Nice.
So you're like out in the bar parking lot?
Oh, okay, that's different then.
Fix say he never left property. He was just like,
No.
nah.
Outside taking a fake smoke.
The cop slows down as he drives by the dead man's drink, and you see him kind of look over at you.
He's just sitting outside with a cigarette, petting his dog, and just
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 waves
looks-
at him.
Just
Pretty
looks like that
much.
grumpy old man at like 2 a.m. Just like, hey, how you doing, Sonny?
more or less.
But he, pulls into the chicken salad place. He gets out, spots the window right away. You see him calling it. Truthfully, you can probably hear it. Him calling it in.
Mm.
He shines a light inside. He doesn't see anything. Before he steps in, he kind of looks over at you, Kyle, and, raises his voice a little bit. Sir, wait right there. I'm going to need to speak to you in just a minute.
As long as I can get to bed before sunup, I'm tired.
Shouldn't be a problem. And you see him climb in, and he's in there for a few minutes, and he comes out, and he's reporting back in. He walks over to you. You didn't happen to see what happened here, did you?
No, not really. I saw something tear ass out of the place where that gunshot went off earlier. Came outside to figure out what was up and decided discretion was the better part of valor and not to chase whoever that was.
Yeah, there's been a lot of gunfire around here.
So I've just been keeping an eye on the place. As he's pointedly on the side where he can see the chicken salad chick across the way.
Yeah. So
See
give
if
me
anything else
a
came up.
manipulation.
No, he was honest.
You didn't come outside when you heard. Well, there was a gunshot, but
And he was outside when the gunshot went off.
Go ahead, give me
Just slanted.
give me a manipulation.
Persuasion?
Subterfuge.
Good lord. 1 success.
Okay.
And if that fails, then it's a bestial failure because I got a 1 on the hunger dice.
Tempting, but no. He has a few more questions for you, like why you didn't call it in. If you noticed the busted window.
Honestly, there's been enough shit going down with my own bar. I figured if I called something in, y'all would be up here in force. I just don't got time to deal with that anymore.
Yeah, here you are anyway.
Yeah, and here you are anyway.
But yeah, he said it's been just crazy around here tonight.
Yes.
There was some sort of break-in at a house. People still in the house when they got there. Folks
Actually,
ran out.
that's a good point. Hold on. Okay. I had forgotten about this, but it's something that he would have thought of when the guy's like, wait right here. So rolled 2 hunger dice. I healed the 2 superficial damage that I took. So I'm not, bleeding.
Gotcha.
But I am at hunger 4 now.
Oh, that bestial failure.
Good to know.
Oh, a bestial failure would have been great right there then. But yeah, he talks to you about he asked you if you when you mentioned the gunshot, where where it sounded like it came from.
It sounded like it was off, and he's like sort of pointing his finger west, ish, northwest, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they had a house breaking in, what might have been a kidnapping, but the folks thus far have gotten away. And then there was some other random gunshots in the area.
I see.
He even mentions that the really messed up thing is the officers responding to the break in got a when they went to upload the body cam footage to see if they could see if they got any pictures of anybody. It's like all their equipment had glitched out on them.
Sounds like it needs some new equipment then.
Yeah, they don't like replacing that sort of thing. But
well, if it's all glitching out, you might need to.
The lady next door that called it in, didn't get a good view of anybody. Other than she said one guy was built like a bodybuilder. All upper torso, no legs, apparently.
Guess he skipped leg day.
But anyway, he gives you a number. Hey, I'm sure you've gotten a few of these cards. If you think of anything else or see anything else, let us know. I'm going to be parked in front of this place over here for the rest of the night.
You want a burger? I can whip one up real fast. I was just doing inventory before all this went down.
He kind of looks at it. Yeah, that would actually be pretty nice.
Alright.
Fucking frown.
Yeah, and he'll go make a burger. Basically, it's stop suspecting me of shit and here, eat your food.
Yep.
I am going to note this guy's name down as Officer Briggs.
Officer Briggs accepted a bribe.
And, obviously, you gave him a burger. He's not going to ignore you tearing somebody's throat out or something. But, if you happen to run into him again, he'll at least be positively inclined towards you.
Yeah.
But while they're having that conversation, the rest of you manage to kind of loop around the opposite side of the bar in the back door.
Basically, he's trying to keep the guy distracted long enough.
Well, yeah, you succeed. Y'all do that chat, and then he pulls over in front of the chick while you bring him a hamburger out a few minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone just doing the comic burglar tiptoe behind them.
I'm just picturing the Camarilla over at the hospital watching the binoculars. What are they doing over there? How did we lose half the city to these people?
He was just walking by humming his own song.
But yeah, so the rest of you get back in the bar. Kyle, after you've taken him the burger, you're back in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn is getting closer. It's probably 3:30 or so by now.
I'll come in, wait for everyone to be there, and be like, there's a guy in there.
Of course there's a guy in there.
Really pathetic looking. Probably wasn't our person. Probably just a guy living there. Should explain why all the food's gone.
I am not in the mood for this. I'm hungry. Probably need to eat before I go to bed. Badly.
Raid the larder.
And don't forget, you're supposed to go to the mall to talk to them.
I'll text him, say I'm coming by tomorrow night. Which he will do. Said, drop by tomorrow night, unexpected guests.
Go read the larder.
You get a text back almost immediately. We completely understand because they've clocked that there's a cop sitting there now too.
Mm-hmm. Why would I raid the larder? I can't ingest.
Blood. Larder. Yeah, it tastes like shit, but you won't wake up wanting to murder people.
Either that or go, I don't know, berserk at 5 in the morning. You're welcome. And I'll my shoulder and
I'm sorry, what?
providing that. That's what I do here. What I've produced.
I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not gonna tear out anybody's throat tonight. And I'm not gonna bite out hearts.
Already.
So, how you getting home? You don't have your truck.
He's gonna walk. Emma, can you take care of Shiloh tonight?
Yep.
Thank you.
Shiloh does not look happy about you leaving without you.
Well, you don't have a choice.
She goes to the back of her car, grabs a bag out of it. Just take my car. I can walk.
No, I'll walk. It's fine. Take your car. Go home.
She grabs the bag, puts it back in, attempts to bribe the dog into the car.
I'll say if it's just the two of them out there, he looks her dead in the eyes like, because you might have to bug out fast, and you need your car for that.
Yeah, but now you gave me the dog, so I can't bug out. So this feels a little bit entrapment, and just gets in the car.
Let the dog free. It'll come to me.
Just gets in the car.
All right. You managed to get your dog in the car, but he isn't happy about it.
And Kyle's gonna go drink the blood bag.
It's nasty and barely drinkable.
Yeah.
By your standards. By your standards. A GTO would have sucked it down and any trouble.
Yeah. But it does soothe one hunger.
100.
Okay. So I'm hunger 3, so. And I'm going to bed now. And he just locks the doors and leaves.
The other 3 were still in here.
Boom, 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 boom. Guess we're sleeping in the speakeasy tonight.
Not a bad sleep. Just not used to
Snuggle
not
together.
being haunted.
You know, he will be ushering people out since no one else spoke up. He'll be ushering people out and then locking the door and saying, "Go home. I'm going home. I'm tired."
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Essentially, yeah.
Motto of every company.
It's actually painted in the bar somewhere. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, so everybody gets out, everybody goes home.
Mm-hmm. Is that Vincent Duba?
Potentially.
Oh, I
not
didn't see it.
actually, not actually here, but you know.
Oh, okay.
It's me behind him.
No.
All I saw was the black blur of your t-shirt. I thought it
Oh.
was the black blur of a cat.
No,
Ah.
in Discord I posted an image.
I wish it was.
Nos cat.
That'd be adorable.
basically Walter all the time as everybody's just doing stuff. He's just watching.
Just eyes in the darkness.
Watching, waiting to grab those Namis.
If I ever get to play the Rab Nose, you're gonna see some shenanigans. I'm just letting you know now. chemistry and Fata Morgana are broken.
Yes, they are.
All right. Anyway, so y'all get back to y'all's individual homes, unless there's something else some of you want to do tonight.
It's 3 in the morning, so
No,
we don't
not
got
really.
time.
And we'll give the. Well, did anyone let either of the security guys know about the chicken salad chick?
Now Kyle forgot he had hit hunger 4, and he's like, I'm hungry and I'm tired.
He got hangry.
He got the hangries. No, he actually completely forgot about that.
Well, Kincaid Miles' message didn't say anything about coming to back to the bar.
Okay.
Just that they had stashed the luggage and you needed to find somewhere else for it.
She'll send those 3, Ada Miles and Kincaid, a message. Hey, unexpected visitors. Sorry we couldn't meet up. Stuff happened with some of the neighbors. We'll meet up with you tomorrow to pick up that luggage. Thanks for grabbing it for us.
Miles or Kincaid just sends you back a thumbs up.
And she'll make a mental note to probably. She's seen a Gidio do the disappearing body trick, correct?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, she was with him one of the times he did that.
She'll make a mental note to, if not go with Gidio to get the body, then to somehow arrange that meetup. Or to just gently be like, hey, the luggage.
Eh?
Well, tomorrow she would.
Oh, okay.
And you get a message from Ada that a nice policeman is giving her a ride home.
Gives a thumbs up. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Alright, y'all get back home with a couple of hours to spare before dawn. And then y'all fall into your not quite sleep as the sun rises. And then you awaken the next night. Everybody give me rouse checks.
Woo! Good. Oh, that didn't sound good.
No, I'd say I'm glad that bag was there, because that would have just induced a hunger frenzy.
Yeah, well, what do you say?
Because I am now at hunger 4.
Can I say?
I'm
you're
not
welcome.
hungry. Yay.
Same for me, but that's not gonna last for long. Ah.
Alright, anybody else?
Do not get hungrier, but because I can't use Valerian on myself, I'm going to try to rouse to heal off the damage.
Ah, that's right.
Do that last night.
Yep. Luckily, it's just superficial, so.
I will still hunt, but just to produce for the thing.
Yeah, I'm hunting because I need to eat.
Yes.
Because if I fail one more rouse check, then that's a hunger frenzy.
Gain 1 hunger, but I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Iola, do you draw a card for the night?
Yes, I'm getting my cards all organized, set up.
While waiting on that, want me to make the hunting roll for Kyle?
Sure.
Make for a Gidio just in case.
How is he going about hunting?
He's heading down to the slums and he's hunting.
Okay.
He's hunting for a homeless person because he needs to drain.
Bestial failure.
Starting on his downfall. What a jerk.
I mean, there's 4 hunger dice in here, so.
Though actually, one of those crits would be just as good.
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
Get
I got the minimum of 3 that I need for hunting in the slums with the increased difficulty because of COVID. So.
Okay.
Alright. I got one.
I'm not gonna bother to willpower reroll because none of my regular dice came up as successes. Only 3 of my hunger dice.
I also crit. So, regular crit though. Fortunately for you. So it's
Yep.
7 successes over here.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll the
Okay.
blood thing too while you're handling Iola.
All right. Well, Kyle and GDO, y'all immediately notice there's a much larger police presence in the domain than usual. This does not affect Kyle's hunting because he steps out of the domain to do that. And the GDO, since yours involves like calling your contact and seeing what he's got managed to get, he meets you somewhere outside the domain, aloof. Because he too has noticed there's a lot of police running around.
Yep.
Okay.
But he's heard about all the shootings there were and all the shooting going on last night.
So I did roll intense, potentially acute. We'll see.
Okay.
That's an acute roll.
Nice.
Which means, since I did say I'm draining this person, I'm getting a Desperata.
Okay.
Or
and you've got the thing where you've got the thing where you can hunt specific.
Yes, but he's hungry enough that he's not hunting specific.
Okay, so we'd have to roll for what type it was.
Rolling random. Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll that too.
Okay.
Since I'm on it. That's an 8, which is caloric. Which is...
That'll bump your celerity or your potence.
Yeah, so my potence is going to go up by 1, and... yeah, he's going to hit some random low-life ganger, since it's caloric.
I thought you said you were looking for a homeless person.
Well, this homeless person is particularly raring to go for a fight.
That just means he could be on drugs, something have him, amped up or upset, I should say.
Fair enough.
Maybe he was trying to mug you. Who knows?
Yeah, fair. So I guess we need to figure out whatever Daceris Kyle's getting from this, because he is draining him.
Alright, and what is Daceris?
It's basically something that is like kind of the thing that particular kind has. Like, say one of the caloric ones is Bully. Drinker does +1 damage against weaker foes or against the kind of foes the vessel most enjoyed bullying, and it applies to both social and physical combat. Or Vengeful. Add 2 dice to 1 test against the type of target on which the vessel wished revenge, like cheating spouses, social rivals, loud neighbors, government, etc., or on all rolls against a specific individual the vessel hated.
The vessel. This guy had a beef with the police.
Okay. Alrighty. So I get 2 dice for dealing with the police. On a particular test. So are you giving me the vengeful or bully or what?
Vengeful.
Vengeful? Okay, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 7 examples in here. I don't know if you wanted me to go over.
Yeah, the vengeful sounds right. The guy would have loved to take revenge on the police for hassling him.
Alright.
And now his anger is a part of you.
Yep.
Till you feed again.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and mark down he has the vengeful Daceris. Or however you pronounce this.
Right.
Dacerasis.
It's Latin, probably.
Yeah.
Well, and if you ask anybody that works for the company, they'll tell you to pronounce it however you want to. There's a long-standing tradition in Vampire.
I'll
Yeah.
DM Jason Carl right now.
You know, to the point that they've had like pronunciation guides printed in books, but different books had different ones for the same word.
Alrighty then.
All
Just
right.
keep that in mind.
And Iola drew the Ace of Swords. Upright. So that is triumph, victory, confidence, steadiness, rationality, truth, or destiny. Well, that seems pretty positive. So is Iola? I'm assuming Iola's gonna get out and active today.
Yeah.
Emma, what are you doing first thing?
Checks messages, gives the dog a walk, and then just kind of waits for anything to pop up in the group chat. She's not going wandering too much until called up.
Okay.
'Cause
Walter?
assuming she'll be called for the meeting, but she's just kind of sticking solo for right now.
All right. And Walter, how are you starting your evening?
Well, he would, of course, be checking in with the local Nosferatu, making sure everything's good in the realm of the domain that they're willing to let him know about, and see if they have anything different information that he don't have.
Well, they've gotten up and they're going through the news feeds like you are. There's all sorts of stuff about the shootings. There's a they talk about the break-in. The woman that lived in the house is missing. I mean, you know what happened to her, but the neighbor that called in claimed there had been a body in the backyard. Though when the police got there, all they saw was burn marks in the back. At least one story mentions the body cams glitching out, so they don't even have pictures of the people running away from them. Multiple reports of gunfire. There's the police blotter mentions the break-in at the chicken salad chick. But that was apparently, that's not considered a big deal with everything else going on. And isn't talked about like it's particularly connected. The thing that does get connected to is the Texaco, whoever robbed the Texaco.
For the chicken salad chick?
Yeah, because the way all the food was missing. The thieves must have gotten interrupted at the chicken salad place. And there's reports of the police report that there was a witness of somebody running away from that place after the break-in. But the Texaco, the person that worked there apparently didn't see anything. No. And their security system was not working. But so just a whole lot of oddness in y'all's neck of the woods. More than a couple of them, Walter, are kind of asking you what the crap is going on.
Well, Walter at least filled them in on some of the tidbits on what he knows. Of course, he would be discreet and colorful in terms of describing some of the incidences. Though his biggest thing he would reply to is like, "Man, technology's great until it fails."
Yep.
Responding to the cameras not being able to pick people up and all that.
Was that you? How do you? Oh no, that they'd be very careful online.
they'd be very careful, but he'd be like, they really need to make sure that their equipment works properly, because apparently just the most minor interference just seems to be a nuisance to their security systems.
Yeah, and imagine if somebody figured out how to do that all the time.
Imagine.
Yeah, good lord, they'd be in trouble. But he like I said, he'd be kind of colorful in filling in the blanks of like the whole person disappearance and the burn marks. He would be more colorful. The player would, and more bluntly, would explain the fact to which that was there, saw it happen to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
And as for the like Texaco and Chicken Salad Chick, he can account for what happened at the Chicken Salad Chick was ended abruptly due to gunfire, or what was potential gunfire. But as for the Texaco, he's not very aware of what happened there. Other than apparently, if it wasn't food and nailed down, it was gone. But he'd let them know, like, if I can get any type of information, y'all will be first to know.
Okay.
Yeah, he tries to keep the local Nosferatu that's working with him in the loop of the fact which, like, I can explain some of this, I can't explain it all.
The aluminum mesh that was on Egidio's like arm, like kind of like a what do you call it, like a sweatband, is like turned to ash at this point.
Neat.
So it has been used.
Gotcha.
But of course, the last thing he'll be like, if y'all happen to find out anything else interesting, hit me up. And with that, he'll make his way to the Dead Man's Drink for further instructions.
Was anybody else having to hunt?
I hunted, but
well, yeah, you and Kyle have done y'all's.
Yep.
No, I have 2 hunger, so
yeah,
you're
2
good.
hunger, so we're good.
Okay. So an hour or so after you're up, you get messages from Ada and Miles. When do y'all want to meet up?
Well, I'm up and on my way, so give me just a moment.
on my way.
Making my way downtown.
I might just suppose I can get anyone a ride that might need it.
If you want.
We'll probably need your particular skill set.
So Emma runs around and picks up all the kids.
Yep. Dog
You're
in the
gonna be
back
late for
seat.
soccer practice.
Actually, no, dog in the front seat.
Yeah, Kyle's
Priorities.
response would basically be grabbing a bite to eat, and I'll be there when I'm done.
All right. So eventually, y'all make it to the Dead Man's Drink.
And I would also like to point out he is stopping on the way to pick up his truck and drive it back to the.
Okay. When y'all get there, Zeke's already there. If you'll remember, last session he had told you to be ready. The place to be ready to open again the next day. So they are open. Nobody is sitting down inside. There's people sitting down out. There's a few people sitting down outside. Mostly they seem to be doing a drive-through business. So nothing much going on inside, but the parking lot's quite busy.
Hell
yeah. But the door's not locked, so everybody can get in.
Yeah.
So Walter has his more circumspect way of getting in these days.
any fires set up already for me, Zeke?
He goes, he whips out his phone. I've got a couple different designs. I haven't got any printed out yet, but I've got a couple different designs.
Gives him a thumbs up.
I was going to let you and Kyle check them out and see what y'all wanted to do.
No,
Oh,
he's
couple
boss.
activities.
You can give that problem to him.
Oh, okay. By the time Kyle gets there, Miles and Ada are already there. You know, they came in and just kind of went immediately back to one of the conference rooms.
Kincaid working on a vehicle.
He's doing some patrols. Though he is ready to swing by and pick up that luggage at any point that it's convenient. A lot of police roaming around today, I noticed.
Yeah. There was someone in the chicken salad chick. Points at a Judio. Judio saw them.
I would give the police description of them. Does that sound familiar to anybody?
Nah, nobody recognizes it. None of the NPCs, anyway.
Probably some. Could be a number of things. The fact that they were eating, that perhaps they were able to ingest food, and are trying to do that. If it was them.
I think the thing that ate maybe ran off. Or was the thing that ran off.
Or
Ada begins to describe the thing that ran off.
ooh,
Basically, did it look anything like this? And then she proceeds to describe.
describe a ghost.
No, the sort of, bloated, vaguely humanoid.
Oh, the one with the like super distended jaw.
When it was eating, yes. At least according to the gas station worker.
Oh, so it was eating.
Kind of like No Face from Spirited Away.
Ooh.
Except more humanoid.
Ada totally does not get the reference.
I was like, okay, but not.
We're gonna watch Ghibli later.
Say, is
No,
Kyle
we're
back-
really not.
Is Kyle back from eating at this point, or
Yes. When you get back, everybody's already there. They start the
gotcha?
meeting. Basically, Ada tells you, when she got away from the police, she ran over to the Texaco, and she was going to call. I'm blanking on her buddy's name.
Woodard?
Woodard, thank you. She was going to call Woodard and have somebody come pick her up, but when she stepped into the Texaco, she saw how empty everything was. And the checker was like cowering behind the checking area. But so she got him. First, she questioned him really quick, got him calmed down, rearranged what he remembered a little bit, took care of their security system, and then had him call the police. But what she described to you was what the checker had described. She's never actually seen them. She didn't actually see anything. But take that back. She looked on she would have looked on the video log before she deleted them. So.
Have you ever heard anything like that?
No. Not specifically. I mean, there's all kinds of weird creatures that can be summoned and demons and whatnot. So you know,
At the mention of demon, GD will be like, "What about the Bali?"
they are reputed to summon demons. Yes,
What
And they're-
magic track?
and they're really into
One
sins, and that would be
Came
gluttony.
at me yesterday.
What?
One came at me yesterday. Last night.
One of these demon things, or
Bali. Yes, but the Bali.
Both.
we'd been hearing rumors of them being active last year, though never like around here specifically.
Maybe they got pushed out of their last place.
That could be. What did they want?
They were real interested in some of the activities going on around here.
Which activities specifically? Ada is just like, I mean, just intently staring at you.
The comings and goings of certain kindred.
Anyone in this room that might need to be told about it?
Egidio looks around and is like, no. It was a random kindred that came by one night that they were really obsessed about, that they wanted to fight me about.
Who is it? We need to question them.
Do not remember. It was a lot. Me talking myself into a circle and then be like, fuck. I didn't get their name when they were here. They just described it as a random like biker looking person.
You're going to give me a roll to lie to her about that.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely lying. Protecting me. Manipulation and subterfuge.
Yes.
Right. I will roll arouse my. Get hungrier. That's okay. Jesus fucking Christ! All right.
Language.
Two successes.
With the 100 dice. You said you got how many?
2.
She doesn't say anything. She just narrows her eyes at you. Right, random biker person.
Maybe they did. Maybe they did that. Maybe they did that person wrong. I don't know. But they came at me with the. He'll go into the description of like the flaming shadow hand.
She nodded it. Yes, that does sound like Bali.
So if they're coming this way, that should be our main focus.
We'll need to alert the other barons of the city.
Yes. Is anyone able to get word out quickly and discreetly? We don't want to stir up the rest of the kindred population, but we definitely need to let the barons know.
Didn't we have a meeting with them soon? Was it
We
tonight or
had-
tomorrow night?
Meeting. I thought we had a meeting with at least one of them very recently.
Pointing over at Kyle, he had a meeting with the other ones set up.
I thought that was
Yep.
kind.
You're correct on both counts.
All right then. Then, well, get all of that at once. Inform the kindred of relevant matters. Out of it.
Me, the player, was the meeting this game night or the following night?
We hadn't decided.
Yeah, I think he was still setting it up.
Quick, emergency meeting. Hit the red button.
Mhm.
Everybody's sus.
Yep.
I remember remember the meeting we had with Sebastian Guillon was last night.
Yeah, y'all had that one.
So, roping everyone else in, we're gonna have 2 separate meetings in one day. Well, I guess Kyle is.
When y'all having this meeting, you get a text from the numerator. What was her name? Rachel. Basically, Maddox is in agreement that there needs to be a meeting of the barons. He has already contacted some of the outer baron, some of the outer barons. What's his name in West or in East Decatur? August. Though I think you had already run the idea about August anyway. But, and yeah, they're setting it up for not tonight, but the next night.
Easy enough.
And he gives you a location. We'll worry about that later.
Yep.
Not the princess.
Not the princess.
But there's plenty of room there.
A lot of ample cover. So if this was a video game, you'd be like, "Oh, there's the firefight."
You walk in that big open area where the stage. Oh, this is like a great place for an ambush.
The
Why
red
are there a
barrels
bunch
and
of
stuff.
health packs?
What's that red barrel doing there?
Why is there music? Why is it in Latin?
Did the chorus come in? Did it just get louder?
God, it's bass boosted.
Oh no, it's on a minor tune now. Egidio was like, "Yes, this is perfect. This is exactly what we need. Let all the barons."
You have a knock on the door, of the conference room.
Does it sound authoritative, or is it just a regular knock?
Yeah, just a regular knock.
Oh, I'll get it, I guess.
Everybody just sits there and waits.
Emma will
Yes.
get up there to get it.
It's like, hey, somebody here needs to talk to the bosses.
Oh, that's you. What's it?
And standing back behind him, you see Sammy.
Oh, okay.
Now he's sitting there with his hood pulled down way low.
It wasn't Sammy, right? 'Cause I would have known if it was Sammy last night in the hiding in the chicken.
No,
house.
Sammy's a Nosferatu. You'd have noticed. No, in the chicken salad place. Yeah, no, that was not somebody you'd ever seen before.
Okay, cool.
He kind of timidly looks at. Hey, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I was just gonna let you know I'd found a spot. So if y'all were still searching.
Gives a look over the shoulder.
Oh, hey, there's more y'all than there was before. He kind of waves at Kyle and Ada.
Kind of gives an up eyebrow look to others of, do we want to talk to him real quick?
Yes, I'll pull him in.
Oh, okay.
Have a
Close
drink.
the door.
Give him the good stuff again.
No, we're not actually.
It's water.
It's water. It's like
Swish it
essence-
around.
It's like water with 2 drops of blood. It's like the LaCroix for vampires.
It's water that's been briefly adjacent to a blood bag in the fridge.
But okay, yeah, he steps in. Man, I'm dropping a lot of
I'm gonna-
frames.
Yeah. I'm gonna look him up and down real quick and make sure there's nothing weird on him, no marks or nothing.
No, he looks fine. Doesn't look injured or anything.
You're not hurt. You haven't been seen by anybody recently.
No,
That guy
no.
notwithstanding.
Well, yeah, I got my. He had his hood pulled down pretty good.
Yep. Okay.
And while he's to you clearly a Nosferatu, and anybody else looking at him would definitely think, "Oh, you know, dude's kind of messed up." He's not like a walking masquerade breach.
Okay. Cool.
He's a lot more luckier than Walter.
Yeah, he is noticeably ugly. Would be kind of how most people, he would stick out in most people's mind. They'd remember him if they saw him, but
Inexcusable ugly. No,
yeah,
like-
yeah,
Excusable ugly. Wow.
No, I'm just saying no, like, bulging eye or big rat
Sure.
fangs.
yeah.
or stuff
He
like that.
no huge deformities. It's just really bad skin.
Looks like
People,
he might have gotten hit with some kind of burn or something.
yeah, yeah.
Slapped with the ugly stick in high school.
Just beat to a pulp with the ugly stick.
Where Walter's just a walking Dorito, he's lucky that people can't see him well enough to make him out to be a bodybuilder.
Yeah. Sammy it's still normally proportioned and stuff.
There are groups plural of kindred who are wishing this area ill. And just
Was that all the gunfire last night? And the police are everywhere.
yeah. So if you see anything, just as discreetly as you can, let somebody know
Sure, yeah.
while maintaining the masquerade.
Well, that's like the most important thing, isn't it?
You just be extra aware of it with the cops being around more.
Oh yeah, definitely don't want any trouble with the law.
Did anybody else have anything they wanted to say?
You haven't. We already asked him. You haven't seen anything weird recent, right?
Yeah. Well, I asked him if he was hurt. He said he didn't see anything.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen anything particularly weird. Like I said, with all the gunfire and police last night, I just laid low.
That's a good plan. I like that. You're a survivor. I like that.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, you claim you found yourself a residence for the time being.
Yes.
Good. Has any other Nosferatu came in contact with you?
Not yet. Is there like a place that we hang out or meet up?
Not necessarily. I do have a small Discord chat group going with a large group of them, so
Oh,
I do.
I'll have to get me a tablet or something. Then.
Perhaps. But all in all, I have at least made them aware of your presence and to give you assistance if they happen to cross you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you.
Of course. But please be safe in these current troubled times.
Do you have a burner phone or any way to reach you?
Oh yeah. He pulls out a burner phone. Yeah, I just got this other night.
And we'll get the
Fantastic.
number from him.
Okay, he gives you the number. Yeah, I'll give him a number to contact you with.
Emma will give her a number for the general purpose burner phone.
Okay.
If I don't answer, it's probably changed. So try another method to get in contact with me.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess I can always hit here if all else fails.
Yep.
And then he just sort of stands there awkwardly, like, is that it? Is there something else?
Yeah. Emma will be like,
That was all I had.
yeah. Emma will open the door and walk him out.
Walter would, but seeing as how there's still Kyle's employees out front, he's not risking that.
So yeah, you walk into the door. He tells you, thank you for all the help.
Of course.
Of course.
So almost as soon as the door shut, Zeke's like, "What happened to that poor guy?"
I think he, unfortunately, chemical burn.
Ooh.
Nice enough guy. Just got kind of unintentionally slapped with an ugly stick.
Yeah, I mean, I went to tell him we were closed. He was like, he was a little stuttery, well, you see how timid he is.
Yeah. People sometimes go a little bit hard judging on looks, so people tend to react that way.
He told me he needed to see the bar bosses.
Yep. Knows a friend of all of ours and moved into town recently. We're just making sure they're okay.
No, that's nice, yeah.
Yeah. If you see him around or anything, I mean, you don't have to immediately send him to us, or if he doesn't ask for us, don't worry about coming and find us. But if you see him around, just let us know. We're just trying to make sure he integrates.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Emma being like, if he shows up and doesn't ask for us and is just scoping out the place,
tell us. Don't be suspicious of him, but if he does something suspicious, let us know.
let him around, let us know, but don't let him know that you let us know that we know. She'll give the phone number to Miles and Ada as well. That's the guy we were talking about. Oh god, was it last night? The night before?
Which guy?
The night before.
Oh, yeah. Ada's like, yeah, I assumed.
I don't know if we should trust him or not, just because of where he's coming in from, but...
Yeah. Ada just kind of shows her, I'll put him down as a +1 now, and, if he gives us trouble, Miles can make him a -1.
You guys are fantastic at math.
As long as it's simple subtraction and addition, Miles can handle it.
I say she has a wee bit of sass in her. I like it.
Is visibly restraining from making any multiplication jokes than as to... So, luggage.
He's like, oh, yes. So we stashed the body, once the door is safely shut again, I was like, so we stashed the bodies out behind the garage, Kincaid's garage, in the trunk of one of the old vehicles. Obviously, can't leave them there multiple days, or
Yeah.
I can do.
But he's ready to swing by and pick them up at any point that y'all are.
Is there, looking over, is there a field or anything nearby Kincaid's that we can do this, or do we need to travel with all the cops? I'm just paranoid.
Well, if you want to bury him somewhere, out of the domain would be best. We can head out. I know where there's some cow pastures just outside the city limits.
What about a pig farm?
Shouldn't be far enough out to risk it running into any lupine. But
At a pig farm? Pigs are just much more efficient at cleaning up, disposing a human body.
Emma nodding along.
Miles looks at you like that. That's mildly disturbing information for y'all to just have. I can.
To a lot of true crime podcasts.
I was a forensic analyst. What do you want?
Fair. I don't know where any pig farms off the top of my head. I know where some farm land is.
Works too.
For a moment, Walter would kind of look at his video. Right. Do you need to do any forensic work on them?
I think I did most of what I needed to while we were out there. Broken neck. I can explain the fire away now, at least.
Oh, fair enough. The reason I bring it up, my friend, is the fact of which I do have a bit of a laboratory inside my haven, so if you needed more equipment, I could potentially provide.
It's been in your haven and I didn't see it.
My friend, I'm a Nosferatu. I don't let everything be visible.
Impressive. I respect it.
Emma, you get a message on your phone.
Looks down at it with trepidation.
It's from Harmony.
Okay.
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
We need to meet
go,
up.
Go, go,
We need to meet up.
Emma's like, God damn it. Your place or mine?
Neither.
Out loud. Oh, that's reassuring.
Do you know where the park is across the river?
Emma probably does. Players, is that in just neutral?
She gives you the name of the park, which I may have been Day
Is it
Park.
the one that Blackjack went to last game?
Let's go.
Yes, it's like right around here.
That is it. Let's go.
I mean, for when Walter hears Emma just blurt that out, like, I take it you're just getting riveting news.
Just kind of nods, but while typing. Do I need to bring any? Are we bringing friends to this party or?
I'm going to have a couple of friends with me. Feel free to bring your friends. We're going to be talking with some out-of-towners.
Oh.
All right. Have some business to wrap up tonight, but I can meet up with you fairly soon.
The out-of-towners are going to be here in about 2 hours.
I guess we're dropping everything.
No, she's like, we don't all need to go to this. Can just divide and conquer.
Alright.
So who's going to go with Emma?
It's 9:35. I'll figure that out next game.
Well, I wanted y'all to get to the meeting.
Oh.
Kyle
Well-
will be going.
Since I won't be here for the next month.
Iola's gonna go help hide a body.
Yeah.
And then hide with the body.
Just curl up next to it. It's out of sunlight. I mean,
It's like,
Just pet the hair and be like, oh, such
that
talk
that
to the dead
went a little
person.
creepier than.
a... Well,
like it. I
I'm
dig
gonna
it.
just lay with the dead body buried. Might as well go a bit creepy with it.
Yeah.
If anything, Walter would definitely go with them. You know, you gotta have that nos in the room.
So, how quick can we take care of the body? And can we do it on the way?
It's not gonna take me long. I have to put it somewhere, obviously.
We all got,
But how long will it take?
2
to drive
hours.
to the...
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
But how long will it take to drive to the location?
Oh, she was asking you, not me.
Oh, 15 or 20 minutes to get to the park.
Oh, okay. Oh. She'll Kyle, Miles, she looks at Gidio. She's like, you know what? Let's all go. Let's all go. Yeah.
Okay.
This is probably a horrible idea, and she'll probably shoot me, but why not?
All right. So the disposing of the body goes down without a hitch.
Hey, one thing went down without a hitch.
You know, you literally just drive out the road past Clint's, past the Sherwood Oaks domain. And yeah, just a few miles out of town, there is a bunch of cow pasture on one side. It's got a creek running through it. There's some woods when you get back in there a little ways, so plenty of places for a GDO to do his magic. Miles
AKA,
is
that's got to be some very fertile ground.
Miles is fairly impressed with watching you do that.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Just that's impressive.
Practiced hand.
And then Miles breaks off as y'all head to the meeting. Miles breaks off from you.
While burying the body, she'd be like, actually, Miles Kincaid probably stands a domain in case shit goes bad.
Yeah, that's kind of what he was figuring.
Probably same.
Ada probably didn't go with you to bury the guys.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
That seems a
So
little.
just the coterie.
Whoever that vampire is, she's already got him marked as a -1, so the bookkeeping's done.
Yeah. And just the coterie going to the fun time.
So she is going to be asking around and trying to figure out who that was.
Find anything? Oh, let me know.
All right, so for the rest of you, you drive up to that park, which is in one of the outer baronies. You pull in. There's still a few kine around, but most people are clearing out. Because it's just after dark. But you get in there. You drive back to the area where she told you they were at. As you get out, she's there. There's a couple of people of kindred that Kyle, you've probably seen them around. The rest of you probably wouldn't be familiar with. They're not really in your part of town much. And they're sitting at one set of picnic tables, and then there's some space, and there's another set of picnic tables where several other people are sitting. Harmony seems to be talking with a woman, looks Middle Eastern. Egidio. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Just the player going.
And you can tell at a distance, both groups are a little tense.
Yeah.
Not like angry, not like violence necessarily is going to break out, but everybody's a little leery, a little cautious. Harmony's like, I told you you didn't need to bring everybody.
What?
It's not everyone. Iola's not here.
Fair.
You were gonna say something towards me.
Yes. All right. So you got the, Middle Eastern woman. You got a white guy and a fairly tall, buff woman behind it.
Respect.
Behind her, who's also, both of them are white. And then you got somebody else that Egidio you recognize. Emma would, let's see. Actually, I guess most all of you would recognize the Banu Hakim that was on the rooftop of the mall.
Oh.
Is it player question? Is the Middle Eastern one the one that was back in Huntsville? The daughter.
Yes.
I knew it.
And the dude is the military guy, and the let's see, and the woman
buff lady.
The buff lady was Russian, I think.
Yeah.
I think she'd had spits in the training. Yeah. Both of them were basically like special forces.
Yeah.
It's all coming full circle.
And then it's the younger, then it's the newer one that y'all, your characters have met before. He does not look happy to see you at all. Like the rest of them are tense. Oh yeah, there's more people showing up. They're technically on the other side. And then the one dude just looked kind of pissed.
Oh boy.
This is
Well, I hope you have a good reason for leading us into a trap.
And that's where we're at for the week.
Yep. Oh man.
And then Rappy, when you get back in a month, you can build a new coterie to run the Dead Man's Drink.
Fine.
It's all Malkavians.
I already got my second character ready.
Clearly that's what your card meant. With the whole, triumph and destiny, this is your chance to take over once the power vacuum is created.
This is Iola's triumph and destiny.
All right, well, I hope y'all had fun.
Yeah.
I always enjoy running. I hope anybody that came by and watched enjoyed it. I hope all these dropped frames weren't too noticeable. I mean, it just keeps
All
giving me
I know
messages.
is Duba's in both frames every now and again.
Yep. Every now and then he
You
fades into
hear-
sight.
He's turning his NOS on every now and again on my screen.
So anybody out there, if you enjoyed it, I hope you come back next week. If you're looking for more games, check the schedule below. Diver has got other games going. I forget which ones are weekly or which ones are every other week, but you can look
Join the
below.
Discord.
Yes, there is a Discord. There's also a Patreon. There's all kinds of good things. So until next week, again, I was your storyteller, Jason, and with me was Duba playing Walter, Rappy playing Iola, Jeremy playing Egidio, Sarah playing Emma,
Wave emoji.
and Eric playing Kyle.
Also wave emoji.
And we will see y'all next time.
Bye.
See you in a moment.